Welcome back to the Real AF TV podcast show about fishing random takes from the land of 1,000 lakes. As if this is your Friday podcast where you just come for the split, well, then you came to the right place for food talking.
It's the chicken and the beer that makes Luda keep rapping.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about chicken. We could talk about some beer too if we wanted to. But I had to throw that little Luda in there. Me and Tim.
Luda.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me and Tim, we spent a lot of time with Luda.
Yep.
Anyways, I wanted to talk about chicken wings, Tim. Mostly because, well, we cook. We fucking cook. And if you ain't listened to the podcast before, we cook. It's been a little while since we done a food topic, it feels like.
Yep.
But we cook. And I had a little wing party during the Super Bowl. That's not the reason why I brought this up. It's because chicken wings are so weird and different. And I was like, I don't even know if me and Tim have ever actually been out for wings before.
That's a good point. I don't know, but I can tell you which places I like to go for wings. I like wings. I do like wings.
Me too. So before we start, okay, I'm going to say there's 3 kinds of wings. There's traditional little wings with the bone in.
Yeah.
Then there's the full wing with the bone in. And then there's something that ain't even a wing at all. It's just a chunk of chicken breast that's deep fried with batter on it that we call
yeah, the boneless.
Yeah.
What are you talking about with the first two? You talking about like the drummies and the flats?
Yeah, is that what you call it? A drummy and a flat?
Yeah. Where it looks like a mini chicken leg. And then the flats have the 2 bones.
Yeah. But if you get those together, that's the chicken wing. So buy a pack of chicken wings, right? buy a pack of full chicken wings, and it's those 2 still stuck together by flesh and tendons.
Yep. It's those 2 plus another piece that you cut off and discard. It's like a 3 piece because it's the flat, it's the drummy, and then it's like their hand almost, I think. But it has no fingers.
Right. Except for they don't have fingers. Right. So Sam, what up? Shout out to Sam.
What up, Sam?
He took me to a spot. He's a big wing guy. So me and him been out for wings a few times.
All right.
He took me to a spot that did full wings. And I was like, oh fuck, dude. So you bought a 4 wings there?
Yeah.
That's 8 wings.
Yeah. I've not been to a spot like that before.
Dude. So that's what I'm talking about, like full wing. Like we had full chicken buffalo wings. Like they were buffalo wings and they were full size. Like we had to get in there and fucking break it apart and chew the meat off. And
that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
It was so
that's
sick.
Dope.
I've never done it though. Like I never personally done it. I've only been to a spot that did it. And I mean, I made chicken wings, but not not chicken wing style like we're talking about here, you know?
Oh, you mean you never cooked them like that, or you've never broken them down?
So I've cooked chicken wings like that, but like on the grill barbecue style, you know, like it was a chicken wing and it was chicken thighs and it was chicken legs. It was like a whole chicken thing going on.
Yeah.
I'm talking like buffalo style chicken wings, like the things that made wings famous, where you got bread and you got sauce, you got some frying going on. I've never done that with a full wing.
Okay.
I've done it with the wings as we talking about you got the flat and the drummy.
Yeah. And have you broke them down though? Have you got like a full wing and then cut them into those pieces?
Fuck yes, I have.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just having
you got to cut the talon off and everything, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Same. I've never made them full wings, but I've bought the full size ones.
Yeah.
Because it's so much cheaper.
Dude, yeah. You buy a 12 pack of wings. That's a 24 pack of wings, man. You're having a party.
You're just doing the work. I mean, that's what I've found. There's a couple of different things I follow on Instagram and stuff where I've been learning that like you're just paying for them to do the work for you.
Oh, 100%.
You can buy it and break it down like a chuck roast.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them out there where you can get like multiple different steaks in that same chuck roast. And you just have to break it down yourself. You just have to know what you're doing.
Oh man. You
Yeah.
got to send me that. You might have sent me that chuck roast one, but
yeah, because I mean,
it
it's not.
sounds brand new to me. Like, oh shit, a chuck roast?
Yeah. Because I think you get the chuck eye steak, and then there's a couple of other steaks, kind of like medallion style stuff,
Sure.
in it when you break it down. So it's nothing. It's not like, hey, there's a ribeye hiding in that chuck roast.
right. Yeah,
stuff.
no, I got you there.
But yeah, yeah, dude, it's breaking down your own stuff saves a lot of money. So I've done that plenty of times.
Yeah,
but
I actually prefer to get them that way when I'm going to have a wing party. I didn't this year because we were doing it around Super Bowl, and so like it was hard to find wings anyway. Like wings are in just such high demand that we just found what we could, and it was already broken down. But I prefer to buy them whole and then break them down and cook them.
So I like to do that sometimes, but there's other times where I like to just have the ease too, just having it ready and stuff. So
sure,
a lot of I actually have like chicken thighs, boneless chicken breasts, and sometimes chicken wings. I don't always have the chicken wings on hand, but I almost always have those 3 on hand because Costco, you can buy, it's one big pack and it's 6 individual pieces that like, so you can cut them all apart. Nice. And it'll be like a pound a piece.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So like I'll get those, I'll just cut them down the seams and have 6 packs in there. And then just like, Sunday or whatever, I'm like, all right, we can do this that day. Sweet. And I'll just move a couple of packs over from the freezer into the fridge and let them thaw out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And they had the same thing with the wings. You can buy it's 6 packs of individuals. All of them range in like the $25 range. So you're getting a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's not bad. I have a Costco or a Sam's Club membership too, because they had a sale like before Christmas or whatever. And I jokingly kind of like got my wife like a little present and like one of those boxes with like a gift for like a gift card.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, got you something early. She's like, what? I'm like, open it up. And she's like, no, you can't be giving me early Christmas presents. I'm like, just do it. She opens it up. It's like a Sam's Club card. I was like, yeah, now we can go to both bulk stores.
Bulk stores. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I'm going to Costco and Sam's Club.
Sam's Club.
Because they have different stuff. So it's like,
right.
Whatever. Sure. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
But so Sam's Club is not that way. They don't have those packaging like that. They'll have a lot of chicken and wings and stuff, but it's almost like you got to package it yourself. So I'm just throwing that out there because if anybody's looking for it, those individual packs are so damn convenient.
Convenient, right?
Yeah.
But you're right to say though that like that's a really good thing to think about is like even what I said is you get the big pack of chicken wings, and it's like it says 12 wings. That's 24 wings. Go break them motherfuckers down.
Right.
Have yourself a 12 pack and throw the other shit in the freezer.
Yeah.
That's going to be $8 well spent.
Yeah. And when you're talking about that, like 24 wings too, you're breaking it down. I bet you're paying like $7, $8 for that pack of wings because it's not broken down like that.
Right.
And then if you bought 2 of those packs, you're looking at $14, which is probably the same equivalent of wings that I'm getting from Costco for $25.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So when you're talking about that, if you got the time,
paying people to break it down, right?
If you're a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, dude, when your kids are at school, just go get you that bulk meat, chop it down yourself, man. If I had more time, I'd be doing it all the time.
Oh yeah.
But it's a lot of times it's just like I don't have that kind of time, so when I get home, I just want to be able to pull those.
You do want to pay for the convenience, or you're fine paying for the convenience for sure. 100%. Yeah, no, I totally understand that. Yeah.
Oh, why can I stop with the 100%? Yes, true. You are correct. It's
hey, leave a comment if you hear Tim saying 100% all the time, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Exactly 100. How many times have I said 100%? 100% of the time have I said it?
Probably. So when it comes to chicken wings, we go out, we're going to a chicken joint. what are you ordering? Like, what kind of wing are you ordering? Because let's just say they have the traditional, right? We're not going to a spot and getting the big fucking wings like I talked about at the beginning, because that's a rarity.
We talking about sauce?
We're talking traditional. Yeah, we're talking traditional versus boneless, and then what kind of sauces are you putting on there?
Dude, honestly, it depends on the mood I'm in.
Me too.
Sometimes I want that deep fried crispy crust.
Uh-huh.
You know? And I don't want to do any work. I want to take a fork,
stick that motherfucker in there,
and I want to have it sauced. I want to dump it. I want it sauced already. I want chick, and then in the ranch.
Into the ranch. Yep.
Yeah, the whole chunk. Yeah. I don't want to do any work. Some days it's just like I don't want to get my fingers dirty. I want to just use the fork, you know?
Uh-huh.
But then some days it's like the whole wing. And then there's other places like Slim Chickens that has chicken strips, which are basically boneless chicken wings. Like, I don't know. I don't understand what the fuck the difference is, except for like maybe a little bit more breading to chicken ratio when you cut it into smaller pieces.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, and you cut it up. I would agree with that 100%.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I end up doing, is that I'll cut it into those, or not cut it into those pieces. I will get slim. So when I was talking about where I like to go for wings.
Yeah, do it.
A sauce is a big part for me. I like to have sauce, and I like to have it evenly coated and stuff.
Yeah.
My Buffalo Wild Wings is dog shit.
Yep.
I don't know. Every guys Buffalo.
Nope. And I know, again, back to even what we were talking about in the first part, where it's like, hey, you know, there's divisions of this stuff, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm on board with you. Is that the B-dubs that I've been to around me, they don't sauce right, dude.
Dude, that's what I don't understand. Is like,
what's going on?
I know we're talking about the money side right now already. We know what it costs to have these wings.
Right.
We know what you spent on these wings.
Right.
Why are you being so damn stingy with the sauce?
Yeah.
I know it doesn't cost you that much.
Yep.
It's like you're trying to have like a profit margin. Like, well, we need to make a little bit more money. To what? Lose my business? I'm never coming back here because you don't know how to put sauce on my chicken.
Sauce them motherfuckers up. That's what I'm here for.
You people crazy.
But for real though, I'm like, because I'm the same way. If I'm going for wings, it just depends on my mood. It depends on if I'm feeling like getting dirty and
right,
you know, and having a beer and getting the cup dirty and just like being in it and just having that moment, or if I feel like just sticking with a fork. But if I'm getting boneless, no doubt about it, I am less forgiving if that shit ain't covered in sauce. And I mean,
sauce. I almost said 100% again. I turned into, Buffalo Wild Wings. I will never get your boneless wings because, one, you don't sauce them right.
No.
And two, you have figured out a way to make fried food dry as shit. The whole beauty of deep fried food is that it like seals in the juices and it's juicy and it's fresh. And
right.
I get dry shit with not enough sauce. Like, that can counter a lot of it. Like, well, they weren't the greatest wings, but they did coat them in the sauce nicely.
Right.
No. Here's why I go to Slim Chickens and why I love Slim Chickens so much, because you can get those chicken strips and you can get chicken wings in the same deal. You can get them both at the same time. They'll give you both. So you can choose.
This is bone-in traditional wings?
Yeah, so you can choose between bone-in traditional wings, or you can choose between that or chicken strips.
Nice.
Or you can get a combo and get both. You can get chicken strips and that's the first thing I did when I got there was, give me both. I need to see what you guys are working with.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing is when you split them down the middle and you get two different things, you can get different sauces on each one, and they have the option for you to shake them. They will put them in a bag with your sauce and they will shake them up.
Hell yeah.
And there is no better way to coat them. They are 100% coated. There's sauce on everything.
Yeah, dude.
You don't have to worry about shit. It's like, this is almost like, what is it? The term for like a step above fast food.
Oh, I don't know. I call it Culver's.
You know what I'm talking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Culver's or Portello's or Freddy's. All that shit is like a step above fast food. It's like it's the fast food motto. You walk up, you order at a menu, and it might not be the fastest food you've ever ate, and then you got like a nicer looking restaurant to go sit down in, and eat. That's what it is. It's like an elevated version. Yeah, it's like an elevated version of fast food.
Nice.
And it comes with like Texas toast and shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
When you order, yeah. So it's good stuff, and their sides are good and everything, but sauce, dude.
Sauce.
And it's like,
dude. It's about the sauce.
And it's like I spent less on the meal here, and I don't have to tip because it's I walk up to
in a way, right?
Yeah. And I'm supposed to tip this waitress at Buffalo Wild Wings when I'm getting this horseshit stuff. I know it's not her fault.
Right.
I also just heard some shit. This is a little bit random side note, but since I'm talking about a waitress, I just heard some shit that I didn't realize where the lady was. She said she used to work as a waitress. So she's like, this isn't even coming from somebody who's trying to get money. She said 6% goes to the house every night. So if you don't want to tip because you're talking about how, I'm not going to tip you for doing your job, at least tip that 6% because they have to take 6% of their cut and give it to the cooks and shit anyways.
Oh, shit.
So even if you don't tip, they just have to hand over 6% to the cooks.
No way.
So if nobody tips, they're just losing out on their regular wages.
Oh, damn.
Because you have to pay out the house is what she referred to it as.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, damn. So at the bare minimum, you got to tip that 6%. I always tip at least 15. I know some people are just like, I always tip 20. And I'm like, for what?
For what?
Sometimes it's like,
I go
crazy.
up and down, and it depends on service for me, not to get into tipping or anything like that. But we took my daughter to Perkins yesterday, and now I'm kind of like, oh shit, I should have tipped a little bit more if that's the case at Perkins, like, it's hard when I feel pressured and there's nobody there. Like I'm the only one checking out, but when the screen pops up and it just gives you numbers,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and I'm like, oh, I'm trying to check out quick. They got to print my, I pick one.
Right.
You give me the time to sit at the table for a minute and just like write that out, put a number on the check, or dig through my pockets, see if I brought the right amount of cash. Like, anyways, let's not get into tipping.
Right.
Back to
I totally.
Hey,
I just had this. Sorry. I was just gonna say I totally understand what you're talking about because it bothers the shit out of me too. Where you go up and it has a thing. I just had it with Great Clips. I just went and got a haircut today.
Yeah.
And you get finished and it's like $5, $7, or $10. And you're like, I mean, I feel bad not giving you a good tip because you were a nice lady and you went fast, but also it took you like 10 minutes to cut my hair, maybe 20.
Right.
And I'm supposed to give you like
$10 more.
A half. I'm supposed to give you a half hour.
Yeah. I don't make that much money an hour.
That's doing the math. I was going to be like, I'm supposed to give you like a half an hour's more, like almost a half hour's worth of like wage.
Right.
Of my money.
Right.
It makes you go, no offense, lady, I work a lot fucking harder than you.
Like it takes me 30 minutes to make the amount of money that you just made in 10.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I know that there's some skill to your job, so I'm not trying to be like
stingy or shitty.
But stingy. I'm not saying I don't appreciate it, but also my haircut's easy. You use a trimmer on the side. You just have to blend the top with the side a little bit. It's not that hard. I know I could do it. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't see my head.
Back to wings.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to run out of time because there's a few things I want to talk about. Do you have a Raising Cane's up there?
I do. Yeah.
And so, on the spots where you're going, is it Raising Cane's is all, there's no wings there, right? Am I wrong?
It's all chicken strips.
Just strips. Okay. Yep. So
They
out.
here's my take on Raising Cane's. Their chicken strips are good. They only have their sauce, and their Texas toast is better than the toast at Slim Chickens.
Nice.
By a little bit. So if you really like toast and you're okay with one sauce, Raising Cane's is decent.
There's a cane
Also,
sauce and that's it. Just one sauce.
I think it's just cane sauce and that's it.
Okay.
Maybe they have a couple of other sauces, but it seems like it only comes with the cane sauce.
Okay.
That's and also I think, my personal opinion, I don't know if other people have had it like seasoned or my place doesn't put seasoning in the breading or whatever. The Cane's chicken strips don't have any flavor by themselves.
Oh, like you need the sauce to turn it up.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. That's key.
I am team Slim Chickens. I will not go to Raising Cane's. If somebody says, "Do you want chicken strips?" I will say, "Where are you going?" Because I'm not.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm not against Raising Cane's.
Right.
If like that's my option, but
right.
I would take Slim Chickens every single day over Raising Cane's.
If it's next to a cane, or if there's a Cane's around, yeah. So when it comes to wings, we've been talking about sauce. We're talking wet sauce, right? Like we're not talking dry rub.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Me too.
I wasn't talking dry rub, but I've had some dry rubs, and it's okay if I got ranch with it. But dry rubs by itself is like white meat chicken. No, white meat chicken with the dry rub is just like. It's just too dry, dude.
It don't hit for me either. I'm not a big fan.
I mean, I suppose if you were like out there drinking and you really wanted a reason to like keep swigging your beer, like, then it'd be fine. But no, I'm not. The dry rub, I've had it before, but to me, it feels like you should do a dry rub and then sauce it up.
And then sauce.
Ooh, yeah, give me those layers.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. Totally.
Yeah, and when we had our Super Bowl party, okay, so first of all, I didn't salt them enough. I didn't salt and peppered the wings.
Yeah.
Just cooked them, salt, peppered the wings, then we sauced them.
Yeah.
So where I messed up though. Okay, here's what we did. I wanted some just like crispy wings. Light breading, not like we were talking about with like the boneless wings, right? So I use cornstarch.
Oh yeah.
Just cornstarch, the moist out of the package wing.
Yep.
Straight into the cornstarch. Deep fried that shit. We actually deep fried, air fried, and oven cooked. But
that's like the Asian way to do it.
Is it?
They do that in a lot of Asian cooking. Like if I make like beef and broccoli, they like you just put the beef in the cornstarch real quick before you like fry it up in the pan and stuff.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. We never done that with our beef and broccoli. That's a good tip. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I did that because I just wanted that light, real crispy. Because that shit turned out super crispy.
Yeah.
Like flaky crispy.
Yeah.
It was dope. And it held up to the sauce toss because I was going to get like a big bowl or something like that. Or like, I was just going to put them in bowls and like mix them around. Or I didn't have a great plan for saucing. And my mom goes, "Sure. You need a bag?" And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Exactly what you were talking about with fucking Slim Chickens, dude. My mom's like, "Get a bag." And I was like, "We need 3 of them." And she goes, "Okay."
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So we fucking did it up. And we had a Buffalo Wild Wings sauce in the house that my niece wanted. She was like, "Awesome. We're having a wing party. We just got wing sauce." She was so hyped. And so she helped me make the wings. Like she helped me with the whole process. It was great.
Yep.
And she got her sauce and it was the garlic parmesan, I believe, right? At Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yep.
A good sauce. No heat, none of that. Just flavor.
That one doesn't have any heat anymore?
Mm-mm.
So we haven't been getting the garlic parmesan because like when you get the wings at
the spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like the last time I had it, it was still kind of spicy. Where I was like, "Whoa, didn't see that coming."
Really? Garlic
Yeah,
parmesan should not. Well, I mean, raw garlic spicy as fuck, but
I
in like a
wonder.
weird
It
way,
is
not in like a pepper way.
right. Yeah, it's weird. It's like an
Huh?
onion, like where you just
Yeah, it's
like
like an
garlic
onion
onion.
spicy. Well put. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're like the same family, so it's like that
Right.
weird like burn your eyeballs type spice. I don't know what it is.
How the fuck is this burning my eyeballs when it's in my throat? This is fucked up.
But
So
yeah, no, I'll have to try it again because I've seen a lot of different stuff where they're like, put this on it and make that. And I'm like, well, that looks good, but it's spicy. Good to know that you had it and it didn't seem like it had
yeah,
any
no,
heat.
that
Maybe I'll
garlic
have to try
parmesan
it
didn't
again.
have any bite. Now we made some real hot wings. Like we made a buffalo sauce, butter
That was was
sauce.
that the B-Dub sauce
It
or
was,
no?
yeah, she literally pulled out. She's like, "Oh, we got
Yeah,
this new sauce because we don't have a lot of Buffalo Wild Wings around here. Her family doesn't go
yeah,
out for wings." So she didn't even say we got a B-dub
right.
sauce. She just said, "We got
Dude,
a wing sauce and
can
and
I?
I'm excited." And she
I
pulls it out
gotta,
and it's a B-dubs and I'm like, "Yeah."
nice. Yeah, that's dope. I gotta, since we brought it up too, I gotta vent real quick about it. Like, is that not the stupidest marketing ploy too? You sell your own sauce and you go stimpy on the sauce? Make me want more of that sauce, you dumb shits.
I
What are you doing?
totally brought it up with, like, as soon as you started saying that, I was like, I'm bringing this up, and I'm thinking the same fucking thing because we coated
So
the
stupid.
fuck out of those wings,
Yeah,
dude.
because that's what they should do. That's what everybody wants.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because I even let her do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
Nice.
"You do it. It's your sauce. You take the bag, you pour the sauce,
Yeah.
and then Imma toss you some wings." And yeah, coated the fuck
Yeah.
out of them, and they were delicious. They were just covered in that sauce, and we did
Hell
traditional
yeah.
bone-in wings,
Nice.
and yeah, they were super good, and the breading held up to the shake, and we did like, I had a really hot, habanero maple that I did by myself, and
That
nobody.
sounds nice.
Yeah, that was good, 'cause it was like it was making me sweat, but it
Was
was
that hard to
sweet.
sauce up? Was it thicker than the other sauces?
Yeah, but
Was it hard to
it
coat?
wasn't hard to sauce up because I only did a
Not
couple
too bad.
wings. I
Okay.
only did a couple, so I kinda coated them, and then I just did them in a bowl with a fork.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that one was, kinda cheated on a little bit, in a
Dude, 'cause
way.
one thing with my at home, I'll like sauce it up and I sauce it in a bowl a lot of times, not in a bag, just because I like to do the toss. Like
Yeah, if you
that's
got the
fun.
big
That's
bowl,
fun for
dude,
me.
yeah, and they
Yeah.
st the the fucking I can't even get it out because that is the way to do it, right? Like, that's the chef way to
Yeah.
do it, and I love that you do that. I seriously, I love that you do that. Like, are they not teaching the people at Buffalo Wild Wings? Is that how they're doing it? Like, should they switch over?
So,
What's going on there? Because, like,
I
at a
think maybe
restaurant,
they
that's the way you should be doing it. What's
I
happening?
think
Because you
maybe
can
they
get it
do
coated
it.
so good.
Yeah. I think maybe they do it where they have a bowl, they put the stuff in there, they go sauce and they go like shoop shoop and then put it on your plate.
They
Like
don't
2
give it.
tosses is not enough. Give it some time. You gotta shoop, 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 shoop. I'll I'll toss it this way a couple of times. I'll rotate the bowl like a quarter turn, and then I'll flip it again, and then I'll
Oh,
rotate it and flip it
damn.
again. Yeah, I don't stop until I'll look at it too, and I'll just be like, I see a dry spot. I keep flipping. Like,
Yeah.
but I like to flip this stuff, so I keep going. But the reason that I brought up was like, was it hard to sauce? Is because I've noticed with the thick sauces, they
Mhm.
want to hold on to the chicken when you're trying to flip it, like they don't move.
Oh,
You're trying to flip it out of
right.
the bowl and it's just like not going anywhere because the sauce is too thick.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I actually did a ginger teriyaki, and
Ooh, that
we
sounds
only
good
got
too.
the 4 wings, even in the bag. We got the
Yeah.
4 original wings, and then it seized up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It covered the fuck out of them, and they were, but they
Yeah.
like it. The wings were good. So I
Yeah.
love me a good like sweet chicken sauce. Like, usually when I go out, I'll get something hot, like the habanero
Yeah.
maple, we'll say in this case. Like, I'll get a hot one and then I'll get a
Yeah.
sweet one. I
Hell yeah,
love doing
dude.
that, like getting the 2
Totally.
combo.
You know what you gotta get at the Slim Chickens? They got a honey sriracha.
Ooh,
It's
ooh.
nice stuff. Yeah, but they got a couple of different. I haven't had all the sauces yet because I haven't been there enough.
Mhm.
And then some days I'll go there and I'm just not feeling adventurous, I'm like, give me those two I know I like before I go off and do anything. But I like them all, the barbecue. And then they give you dipping sauces on the other side. You can get ranch, you can get like the cayenne ranch and stuff.
Oh,
I know
shit.
I'm talking up Slim Chickens, but I really enjoy Slim Chickens, man. I really like the way, I like everything about it. I love that it's like a New Orleans feel when you go in there. They got like the fast jazz playing, like
nice.
You know, and they're like, eat chicken, chicken. I got the sauce. It's all the chicken. Eat the chicken. Sauce chicken.
I'm dancing. I'm feeling that.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. So, anyways, yes. So, what, like, was it when you say seize up heavy on the honey, and then it like just got like real? Thick,
yeah. So I actually used brown sugar as the sweetener.
Brown sugar.
Yep. And yeah, so it was brown sugar, soy, garlic, and ginger, and heavy on the ginger, so it came out as a like teriyaki ginger. And
yeah,
it covered the wings, and it got hard on the wings, but it didn't like candy the wings, but it candied when it was in a bunch. Like once it cooled down in the bag, it basically turned to like a rock candy for lack. It didn't turn into a rock, but you know what I mean, right?
I get what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder, did you just mix it all together like cold? Wonder if you would put a little bit of heat on it, if it would have like got the sugar to dissolve. I don't know for sure.
No, it had been sitting on the heat and cooking down.
Oh, and you did.
And we poured it in hot, threw in hot wings. We got the 4 wings out, went to put in 2 more wings, and my wife goes, I think this bag's already stuck together. Putting the chicken in had sucked the heat out of the sauce. And it was only enough for the bag, you know, so we only got a few wings out of it.
I get you.
It was just like once the heat got sucked out of it, it just turned into candy.
But I'm with you on the, you know, getting one sweet, getting one savory too. Like if you know, if you get like a garlic, some of them are like some form of like a ranch or like a garlic or whatever. Sometimes that sounds good. And then I'll get like a barbecue to like offset it. Sometimes I feel like I get nervous where I get 2 sauces that I've never had before. I'm like, you give me that garlic one, and then maybe like that was Asian Zing. Right. I guess try Asian Zing. I don't know, man. Yeah, so it's like sometimes you get 2 of them and like one's too salty and you thought it was going to be sweet, and you're like, damn it, dude, the other one's already salty.
I think that might be why I'm kind of afraid of the dry rubs.
I think so. Well,
because they're so like, it always seems like the 3 times I've got dry rub that they're like really salt heavy. Yeah,
sometimes I don't know if like they salt it before they put the sauce on it too. Sometimes at different places. Not at Slim Chickens. I'm not trying to shit on them. I'm not saying there's a problem, but there's other places.
Slim Chickens.
There's other places where I do like. I just noticed that. Not noticed, but I wasn't thinking about it. You got fancy Pikachu glass. I got fancy Ninja Turtles glass.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
But yeah. Sometimes that over salty can kill it, and then you need to have that extra sauce. And then when they don't have that sauce, it'll just ruin it. You're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Are you just trying to get me to drink more beer? Because I was here to just eat wings.
Right. I came here for the wings, damn it.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. Do you know that your place is called Buffalo Wild Wings?
Right.
I ain't come here for Buffalo Wild beer. I'm having a beer with my wings.
Right.
Because but
right.
But come on. Now.
It's the chicken and the beer that makes Luda keep rapping.
Yeah. That's what keeps us rapping.
Yeah.
Is the chicken and the beer, but I'm not getting it from Buffalo Wild Wings. Okay? Not unless you guys change your stuff. Hey, Buffalo Wild Wings. If you want to reach out to us and be like, what you guys are saying is not the case at all of our stores, I'll give you a full review of the one that I have here in St. Cloud, Minnesota, because maybe you have some good ones out there. I don't have one.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what I was saying before. It's like there's like we know that they're different, but like they're you got to then build a culture around getting them saucy if they're fucking saucy. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't get over it. If I get sauced up wings, if I order sauced up wings, they better be fucking sauced up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I love the business motto of having like a million screens.
Yeah.
And I've heard you guys being like, have your fantasy football draft party here. You know, you can set it up, you can do all this stuff. And you're like, that sounds really nice if your wings weren't dog shit. You know? But sorry, I'll host my draft place someplace else and get some decent food. Because I just haven't been impressed. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so when you're making wings, you do bone-in wings? Do you ever make?
I do boneless because I've never made boneless. I've bought like the frozen stuff and then like
just warm
throwing them in the air fryer
and then throwing sauce on them.
Yeah, afterwards.
Your own your own sauce. Yeah. That's the move. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Because the air fryer, dude, it's so nice. It makes everything so fast, and you just get home after a long day. You don't want to do shit. You just tear open a bag, shake some in a thing, close it, and hit a button.
Yeah.
And you just gotta wait until the timer goes off, or you can smell the chicken too. Because sometimes the timer doesn't, like, you set it and you're like, it seems like maybe it's a little bit too long. All of a sudden you're like, that smells like they're cooked. You can smell it. I can smell it. It's got to be almost done.
It's got to be done, right?
So you just pop those out and then toss them in some sauce and boom.
Yeah. Yep.
But
toss
I like
in your own sauce. Hell yeah.
I like to do the bone in in the air fryer. Gives them a nice crisp too. You ever make the bone in the air fryer?
Oh, so we did when we had our party here just during the big game. I still threw them in cornstarch though. And they were good. They were still good.
In the air fryer, just with the cornstarch, do you spray any oil on them or anything?
No.
I might have to try that. Yeah. I've never done that
Worked
before.
out. I mean, we had a I don't know what it was because my sister hooked it up and then my niece just brought it down and I put raw wing in it, but it looked like a coffee filter.
Oh,
just like a piece of wax paper or some shit down.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of that stuff where, it's like it just makes it easier cleaning and it doesn't stick to shit.
Yeah. Yep.
But
so it was that. It was just that. So there was nothing special.
Like, was it like a parchment paper coffee filter or was it like a silicone?
Oh no, it's like a parchment paper type thing.
Okay.
To me, it looked like a coffee filter, but I'm pretty sure it was like some sort of special parchment cut for air fryers.
I think you can buy those on the internet. Yeah, it's just like
That's what it was.
Toss them in there, nothing sticks. Because then I've seen people use those to make. Because I've seen people be like, without those filters, be like, make mac and cheese in your air fryer. I'm like, what are you, mental, dude? You make that's such a mess to clean up.
What a fucking mess!
You're crazy, dude. I'm not doing that. I've also heard people say that using like batter on fish doesn't work well in the air fryer because it makes a mess. But then I saw those like parchment pieces like that, and I was like, I wonder if it'd be okay with that, because then you don't have to worry about the mess that's contained in it all. Nothing sticks. Because a batter, I do like a batter on a fish, but a batter in an air fryer, I've been told didn't work well. But that's only from one guy, and I've never tried it myself. So
interesting. We did not try that. Okay. I'm not going to get into it now. We're going to wrap this topic up, but I'm going to say this. It depends on my mood if I'm going traditional or regular.
Yep.
But no matter what, they got to be saucy. I think we're on the same page, dude.
Yep. What do you like, flats or the drumettes or whatever you want to call them?
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. One thing. I'm so glad you brought that up. I actually do not care. I have more enjoyment from a food perspective on the little drumette things because they have a big bite on them. But I like crab and I like crawfish and stuff like that, and I like working the bone to get the meat. So I quite enjoy both, but the bite on the drummy is so much better. You get that big.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'll say. I was always a drummy guy until I learned a couple of tricks on the flats.
Fuck yes, I was hoping you were going to say this because
I'll eat those. Yeah, I'll eat those drummies kind of round, but I forget which side it is on the flat. But the flat has like one side has like cartilage and stuff.
Yep.
And the other side has like the two bones just meat or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So the one side it's not as bad.
Yep.
Maybe they have it on both sides a little bit, but
a little bit. One side's
is
way
worse
less
on the other. So the one side with the bigger amount of cartilage or whatever.
Yep.
I take it and just pull that side off. Just rip that chunk off.
Yeah.
And then put the chunk side that I ripped off in the mouth.
Yes.
And then you can just bite.
You can do it.
And then two bones come out.
Two
and
bare
it's clean.
Oh, you can do it. That's how you do it.
Yeah. You just get that whole thing. I do like when you got like the drumette. It feels like you're talking about like one big bite, and it is a big bite, and then you get that big bite.
Yep.
And then you can have like another bite, another. But now how I eat the flats is like that wing is one bite.
Yeah.
It's a good bite.
And a good bite too.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that. That is the one thing I wanted to ask you, if you knew how to eat the flats. Right.
Yeah. Yep. I know some people do it and they like just put it in their mouth and they pull it out like, oh, that was nothing. It's like, there's still like a little piece of cartilage in there or whatever. I've never been able to do it where I just grab a wing, put it in my mouth, and like there's nothing.
Right.
So I just tear that big side off and then pull the other side.
Some people chew through that cartilage.
I know, dude.
Fuck that. I eat it if I get it while I'm eating the wing. Just if it naturally just comes in, but I can't chew it.
Some of the different cultures, they're just raised that way where they actually kind of like that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like chicken feet. Dude, that's like cartilage and bone and shit.
Oh,
and they just munch on them. Huh?
I like chicken feet.
Do you with the bone? You just like eating the bones?
Nah. But that's the thing is I eat it. I eat the chicken feet parts. Like it's still a fucking chicken foot when I'm done with it. Because I eat it down to the bone. I don't know how to clean it off. I just nibble. It's like eating crab legs or crawdads or something. It's that little nibbles of meat just in there right on the bone. You just eat it down.
See, like the people I knew a couple of people that were Laos or Laotian.
Yep.
And they just like trim the nails, cook the whole thing, and then they bite the whole toe off. They like the crunch of the bones. I was like, damn, dude, what?
My Laotian buddy doesn't. Maybe he does.
I don't know.
He didn't tell me that he does because he was giving me tips on I was like, I got a pound and a half of chicken feet, and he was giving me tips and stuff, but I don't remember him saying that.
The one dude I knew, him and his brother, I didn't see his brother eat them, but him and his brother like cooked them up, and he was eating them. And I was just like, damn. You eat the bones and all? He's like, I like the crunch. Like, that's nuts, dude. I'm not eating no bones.
Yeah, nah, I couldn't do it. I can't do that because like I've
never tried it though. I don't know. Is the foot bones like with being a bird? Maybe it's like airier and they're hollow and I don't know.
I can tell you my experience was that it's still too much for me. Like they allow salmon bones in like the canned salmon, and I can't do that either.
I don't want anything to do with a fish bone, dude. That's no.
So I don't know. I didn't find that that the chicken feet bones were airy and light, but I did do them up kind of like chicken wings. Like I grilled them, put sauce on them, tossed them. Like I pretty much treated those chicken feet like chicken wings.
Well, I have to try it sometime then, because I've never had a chicken foot. Like because I was always like, I don't want to eat the bones, so I never even tried that.
Sure.
But it doesn't look like there's anything else on them. But if you're saying you clean them, besides the bones, I'm like, shit, I guess I didn't realize there was anything besides the bones to eat.
Right. It's weird. It's really wild. There's a pad on their foot, almost like a dog's foot. Anyways, how about we'll talk about that off air. Let's wrap it up. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Hit us up on all the social medias. If you look us up, it's at Real AF TV. Real like fish and reel. Even at youtube.com/@realaftv. You can leave reviews on a lot of platforms now. Please go check it out. Leave a review. That helps out a lot. We're trying to trick this algorithm into helping us out, grow this thing a little bit. So if you can help us out, interacting, thumbs up, all that stuff, doing the things that you always hear about on these podcasts and internet stuffs and all that shit like that. What am I missing, Tim? Oh, shit, the Patreon. Every time. I remembered this time because every time I miss it and you back me up. Patreon.com/@realaftv. What else we got, Tim?
Man, that's it.
That's
I
it.
guess. If you're trying to look and reach out to us and tell us, I have a really good Buffalo Wild Wings, just do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Leave it in the comments.
Try.
We would love to hear it.
I go on road trips sometimes if you like.
Yeah.